I think it's safe to say we've officially caught up with the GTA in terms of pricing. Hey guys, it's me, it's Tony. I've got a real quick market update for you guys. So the March stats just came out a couple of days ago. So what I really want to do is just break it down for you without going through the entire report. Let me just give you the Coles notes, the highlights of really what might be important for you when it comes to understanding what's happening in the market and perhaps with your own real estate, whether you're buying or selling today or not. It's always important to remain an informed homeowner. So I'm going to refer to my notes just so I get it completely accurate here, but the average time on the market, it doesn't surprise many people, was less than 8 days. And the reason for that is many sellers are holding offers for 1 week on their property. So they hit the market on day number 1, and by day number 7 or 8, they are reviewing offers and they're hopefully getting a firm sale. Therefore, the home is sold in about a week. Now, there are some homes that sell, in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but there's also homes that sell in 1 day or 2 days as well. So that's why the average is about 8 days. In March alone, there were over 990 sales on the Kitchener-Waterloo Real Estate Board, which is huge. That is the most ever. So I think it's important to keep a couple of things in mind. It's the most ever because we've actually got more homes in Kitchener-Waterloo now than ever before too. So it shouldn't really surprise you that we've had more sales. We're coming into spring. I anticipate April will be very similar to March in the sense of we're probably going to break a record in terms of how many homes have sold on the Kitchener-Waterloo Association of Realtors board. So we may even cross that 1,000 mark, which has never ever been done before. There's a couple of other things that you got to keep in mind. We are up 72% in terms of activity from this time last year. Again, hardly surprising. This time last year, we were coming into COVID. So a lot of people were holding back from deciding whether they're going to put their home on the market. I imagine, like I said, April numbers are going to be way above April of last year too. So don't be surprised or alarmed. A lot of people just decided not to put their home on the market last year. I think it's important to share the average detached home in the region was $900,000. Big money. I remember the days there were half of that, but $900,000 for a detached home in the region, again, is big, big money. I think it's safe to say we've officially caught up with the GTA in terms of pricing. They may be slightly ahead, but we're very much just knocking on their door. So the average sale price last year was the average sale price in general this year across all asset classes, and I mean, townhouses, semis, apartment style condos, detached homes, luxury homes. The average in the entire region was $765,000. So let's not get those confused. The average price in the region was $765,000. The average detached home was $900,000. The average townhouse was $622,000. And the average semi in the area or in the region was $652,000. Apartment style condos were $423,000. Again, all of these numbers are higher than they've ever been. We are at an all-time high in terms of pricing. Are we finding a bit of a stabilization now as we're coming into spring? Possibly a little bit. It's still very much a seller's market, and I anticipate it's going to be a seller's market for the rest of the year. But right now, more inventory is certainly putting less pressure on existing inventory. Homes aren't getting 100 showings anymore. They're getting 50, which, all things considered, is still a massive amount of people coming through your home over the course of a week. Now, one of the things I wanted to just quickly touch on before I sign off is COVID responsible for this sheer jump in pricing? Well, the answer is yes and no. Well, let me share with you this. The banks are doing their part. They're keeping the interest rates really low. So they're making it very attractive to borrow money. They're making it very cheap to borrow money. So people are jumping into the market. Rental rates in general are very, very high. So if home ownership is high, the rental market typically goes up as well because landlords are trying to lease out the property for at least their mortgage amount. So naturally, as home prices increase, so do rent. The GTA buyers obviously been very much made aware of our region, and they're coming out here. So between bank rates and high rental rates, and people just wanting shelter because of COVID. I think one of the big things that we've learned is over the past year, shelter matters, because when there's a big pandemic happening, people, they want to retreat to their home, they want to enjoy their home, their backyard. It's their gym, it's their classroom, it's everything to people these days. So people do put a lot more emphasis on their home ownership these days. But there's other reasons why Waterloo region is so important for people, and the reason why it's such a hot market. Of course, we've got our universities, world-class universities and schools close by. We've still got the highway, that brings about a lot of people on an annual basis. And of course, just good quality living compared to other parts of the country. So that was a lot to digest in a couple of minutes. I hope you found that helpful. If you do, please share with anybody who you think might benefit from this information. Thanks, guys.